So this video today is going to be a little bit different. Normally I don't do this type of stuff, but it's a pretty cool opportunity to see a car that realistically has never, well, one, has never seen the internet, and two, this car probably hasn't seen the light of day in a very long time. It's not exactly my type of car. I'm not into these. From what I've seen, and I'm just going by, I saw the car once, I saw a couple pictures. The car appears to be in immaculate shape for what it is. I mean, it's all original. It looks very clean. And if you're into this type of car, this is probably a home run for someone, because it's not only just a car, it's a bunch of NOS parts that are with the car as well. You know, you guys know how tough to come by NOS parts are. So anything like that, worth a lot of money, it's very tough to come by. You know, if you have a car that you absolutely love, oh, don't mind that. It rained and I haven't driven this car in a while, so we got a little brake squeak. I normally don't. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a bad car. I don't put a ton of mileage on it. So, in case you're new to the channel and you're wondering what I'm in, this is a 2010 Camaro SS. It's an all aluminum 6.2. You know, it's got rectangle port heads. The brochure says they're around 400 horse, so it's not a bad car at all. It rides great, it handles awesome, the AC is nice and cool. My only complaint is that the roof and everything's very low. You can't really see a ton. But honestly, other than that, no complaints whatsoever. Great car. The fuel mileage is good. I mean, I'm used to getting 10, 11. This thing gets like 16. So to me, this is great. It's a comfortable car. It's got paddle shifters. That's what I'm using right now. I always like to play with them. When I do drive it, I love it. I should take it out more, but I don't, because I'm too worried about rusted out junk box body, S10s that I smashed the windshields on, or whatever else I got going on. So anyways, car, whatever, that's that, not important. Right now I'm headed over to my buddy George's house. Let's take a little cruise to him. I'm running just on time, like it's close. Alright, don't pull out in front of me, pal, because I'm not letting you go. Unfortunately, not right now. I do love the way this car sounds. This is how they should have done it from factory. All I did was the resonator delete. So this is obviously an automatic. It came with a resonator and it came with mufflers. And I did the resonator delete and the muffler delete. Car still has cats on it, factory manifolds. And to me, it sounds perfect. That's how they should have sounded from the factory. The actual LS3 cars, the resonator is very small. Those cars sound a lot better, and they do have mufflers, but it's a little bit different. Basically, the only difference, if you had a stick car, you have an LS. If you have a stick car, you have an actual LS3. This being automatic, you have what's called an L99. It's an L99 because this car has active fuel management. It has a VVT solenoid. The LS3, it's bare bones. It doesn't have any of that stuff, which I would prefer that. They make a delete kit. They call it an AOD delete kit. I would love to do that in a cam on this car one day. It would wake the thing right up. Is it the fastest car in the world right now? Is it kind of a slug? I mean, yeah, it's not really that fast. I mean, it's still enough to get in trouble with, but that would wake it right up. I'm gonna pull up to George's house in a minute, and then I'm gonna follow him up to the car and we'll go from there. It's gonna be a fun day. One, because we get to see this car, and two, you get to meet my friend George. George is a huge Mustang guy, big Ford guy, and then he does love Mopars as well. He can tell you some of the cars that he's had. I know he just sold his Super B. That thing was immaculate. Beautiful color, and he had it a very long time. So it's something a little out of the ordinary, but you know, I love cars, you guys love cars, so let's check it out. Let's see what happens. This is like the perfect weather. It's 77 degrees, it's not humid. It's perfect, right in the middle. We're going into what they call the S-curves for whatever reason. Every time it rains, you have people that fly through there and flip their cars like every other week. Just nobody learns. Why they did it like this, I have no idea. But everyone messes up and either crashes or flips, whatever. Not that hard. I do this every time I drive this car. I have one tire that's at like 30 or 31 PSI and it's just enough to set off the light. 32 is where it's fine. I always forget. And it just came back. Thanks for reminding me, car.
This scenario and down the side. There's special bolts on the top of it. Let's see. Get that cracker. And then.
All right, we made it. Here we are. This is everyone's dream garage. It doesn't get any better than this. George, what do you think about this? This is the big garage.
It's full of stuff.
It's full of a lot of stuff. I would fill this even more if I had it. With more rusted out junk.
You would fill the upstairs.
Oh yeah, the upstairs. I forgot about that. It has like an office / gym upstairs. This is beautiful. Jill, this is what I want for my birthday. Or Christmas. Whatever.
It's for sale.
Yeah, it's for sale. Come on, let's get another house. It's like another car. This one's not rotted out though. All right, so this car has been sitting quite a while. It probably hasn't seen the light of day in a very long time. Realistically, when do you think this car was last on the road?
About 12 years ago.
12 years, wow. That's cool. It's a long time. So apparently they went to go start it. They had the battery charged up for a while. Nothing turns over, zero. George immediately notices that this battery is fried. He's gonna try and put power to it just to double check.
If I can get a connection, yeah.
If he can get a connection.
We have a connection.
We have a connection. I feel connected.
Turn the lights off on the van.
That van's one of the best things you can get. How many miles in the van?
370,000.
370,000. And you put every mile on it, right? Since new?
No. I paid $300 for it, put 60,000 miles on it.
You can't beat that. You just took it up to what? New Hampshire or Maine the other day?
Vermont.
Vermont?
New Hampshire, Connecticut.
Yeah. You can't beat that.
The key was on accessory.
I can't believe how clean he kept this. Looks like it's got a brand new carb. It looks like all the AC stuff's brand new. I mean,
All these tools, you see if I can find a little screwdriver.
Yeah, right? Yeah, he's got a lot of tools. So he was a truck mechanic as well?
Yes.
Nice. Don't miss those days.
What I understand, he broke his back. transmission in the truck.
Really? Yeah, that's tough work, man. I love that. We got Bolt over there sleeping. There's just so many parts. It's insane. So not only does he have this car, he's also got this one over here. 73? All right. I don't know Mercury. I don't know anything about it. This car was his baby from what I understand. This car did just sell. Another one, all original. I want to say under 80,000 miles. Original manuals and everything. This car is an auto. That one's a stick. Whoever buys this car, you know, this comes with a lot of stuff. All these Ford NOS parts, this is stuff that you just can't find. This could be the biggest Mercury Cougar parts lot that's even left. I have no idea. There's just so many parts in boxes for this car. Spare convertible top, hubcaps. I mean, this is insane. The moment of truth. You gonna jump the solenoid? Solenoid's good. Think it's that starter. It's the only thing that would go after that solenoid. I've never even worked on a Cleveland. How are the starters in these?
It's the same as a Windsor.
Never worked on one either.
No, ain't gonna start. Something with the starter. Dead short. Dead short.
You know, if that thing had, if this starter was working, this thing would fire right up.
Yep.
This thing is gorgeous.
Okay, so that. I gotta stop here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the starter out.
All right. Let's take a look. Oh, everything's brand new. This thing's gorgeous. Some more stuff, just a better look from this side. It's got a spare motor, there's NOS stuff that go with it. Like, very, very tough to find stuff. Anything NOS is big dollars. All right, we got some questions about how far we're gonna go with this starter. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's just shorted right out. Look at this thing, man. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect. Not at all. I mean, it's definitely been driven. I want to say it does have under 100,000 original miles. I'm not really. And it might just have that. Look at that dash. This thing is sweet. 4-speed. I mean, 4-speed convertible. This thing's sick. Look at this interior. You got the Cougars right in the middle there. That's sick. This is a nice car. It's so clean. Alright, there's our sticker, our VIN, all our information right there. We can decode that later. But from what I understand, they have a report with all the information on it. I'm not sure where that is. We can find that. It'll tell us everything about it. Allegedly, this car is one of 47. This car is one of 47. Is that because it's 351 convertible stick or just convertible stick?
According to the Marty report, which was on the wall, I don't know where that is right now. It was one of 47 built with 351 4-barrel Cleveland, 4-speed wide ratio transmission, and a traction lock rear end with 325 gears.
Wow. This is like grandma's hot rod.
It's like grandma's hot rod.
This thing's sweet. I was just looking under it. Everything's brand new under there. The whole steering system, the exhaust. Like, this car
He
is...
did a lot of work to this car. He redid the heads on this car. He told me before he passed. I mean, he redid the front end. There's tons of stuff that goes with this car. I mean,
Well, that's what I was just talking about.
brand new NOS fenders. He's got doors, door pads, hoods. I mean, I don't know. There's more stuff somewhere else.
That's crazy.
There's a complete dashboard over there.
If you were looking for this stuff, you'd never find it.
No.
And it's crazy that it all ended up here. I don't know how they did it, but upstairs in the garage, it's basically an office and a gym set up, and there's a loft on top of that. All this stuff was in there, and they brought it all down. He's been collecting this stuff for a long time. From what I understand, he is a huge Cougar fan, obviously. This was his thing. You know, I like rotted out trash. He likes really nice Cougars. That's it. Yeah, look at the dash, the door panels, seats. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. A spare dash, that's pretty cool. Obviously, he's got the dash like the dash pad and all that set up, but he's got the metal.
Somewhere in this pile, there's a complete convertible top. I mean, the top fabric is shot, but the mechanism's all there.
Yeah, I saw that up front. That's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. I mean, where are you gonna find brand new old stock fenders? From
No.
71 to 72 Cougar.
You're not. And I would think that whoever does buy this car, the parts are probably worth just as much as the car.
Exactly.
If you were a diehard Cougar fan and you wanted to buy this stuff, cool. But if you're a guy that just wants the car, figures out what he needs for it, you'll make more money back on the parts. I'm sure being a big Ford guy, he would not approve of my Camaro being there. But it's here. So that other Cougar over there, that one did he buy that one new? Or was that a car he had in high school?
No, he bought that from somebody in Massachusetts used. That's only got 39,000 miles on it.
39. All right, so I was wrong.
11,000 miles on that car in the 20 years he owned it.
Really? So I thought it had under 80. Wow, that's crazy. 39,000 original miles. I'd prefer a coupe, something like that. But this convertible, that's pretty nice too. So basically what's going on right now, George is talking to Samantha. We're going to see how far in depth she wants us to go. Yeah, the starter needs to get pulled out, but, you know, like I said, like George says, well, it's not our car, so how far do you want to go? What do you want us to do? You know what I mean? Because that's a huge difference. Jack the car up, take the starter out, got to get a starter done. You know, it's nothing crazy, but like I said, it's just not our car. This thing is, wow, absolutely beautiful. Hey, George.
Yes.
This car's not gonna start. Ever.
No gas tank.
Yeah, there's no fuel tank in here.
That's not a problem.
That is no problem. You have portable fuel tanks. Wow, look at that. That is nice.
I'm not gonna drive it down the road with no gas tank.
No, not at all.
But we could get it running with no gas tank.
Absolutely. I will say, though, that you did convince me to buy that Mustang.
Cheaper isn't always better.
You love that Mustang.
What a thrust into it.
It's not my best buy, but we'll deal with that.
Might be able to utilize that for some pot someday. Maybe like some metal for my roof.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. That is nice. Brand new exhaust. Everything is mint under this. Usually those pinch welds are all murdered. I mean, there's a little bit there, but that's not bad. Looks like all the suspension in the back is new.
You know the gas tank's over there, right?
Yeah, I saw that right over here. So I don't know if you know this, but this was an option. This has a Bluetooth fuel tank. You can put it remotely wherever you want. And that's it. It runs. You can keep it at home, keep it in the car, out of the car, whatever. This car's got a lot of parts on it. This is a full restoration. But it's really not restored because it's
going to be put back together and a little bit of, how do we say, paint and upholstery. Be nice car.
Yeah, I mean, that's really it. This paint would come back to life too if you wanted to. If you're your everyday guy like me, I'm Mr. Nobody. I would keep the paint. You could probably buff this out and make it look halfway decent. That's the only defect I see on the car. Maybe it has another little dent somewhere else, but this paint will come back. Good enough for like driver quality. Or you could have it repainted. It just depends on how far people want to go to it. But
Drive it just the way it is.
Absolutely.
Put the top down, nobody will see it. Duct tape on the holes.
Yeah, the top's not perfect. But it's also a 71. It's...
With 79,000 original miles.
Yeah, where are you going to find that? 79,000 original miles. And you can tell, too. Yeah, there's a little bit of wear on the door panel. The steering wheel, you can't really notice much. Maybe a little bit on the console, but...
It's not even ripped.
No, not at all. These seats must be big money, too, with that Cougar emblem in the middle and stuff. That's a nice-looking seat.
Console was an option in that car, believe it or not.
Really?
That's an air-conditioned car, too.
Yeah, that is true. It is an air-conditioned car. If you had this thing back in the day,
This brakes.
power window car, convertible 4-speed 351 with air condition, you're somebody. Who has a convertible with AC in 71? I didn't see these hiding over here. Like I said, he's a lifelong Cougar fan. This is that car right over there. These, I'm not sure what happened with them. That car, I don't know if... Is this... That white Cougar is not this brown one, right?
No.
Alright, so that's a different car.
That was
There's
one he
another one
had. The black, there's a black one. That black one was his first Cougar.
That was the first one.
That was his first Cougar.
Nice. I remember these air cleaners? They always fall apart.
Check on fire.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Everybody had one of those.
Oh yeah, that 91 GMC S15 that I had one on it. The thing was just deteriorating, going straight into the motor. Yeah. Well, honestly, I've never used it.
I use that on everything on my car. They go welded. Go welded.
It's nice stuff.
We use that stuff.
While we're on that Mustang, also recording.
Chassis black.
You love that car.
Yeah. Love it.
Love the what? From what I heard, you want to bring that car and put it right in the garage. You're going to do the metal work.
Yeah, right. Cut up the rest of what's left over.
Got a lot of nice stuff in here.
Yeah, there sure is.
He's-
Look at those boxes, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's boxes over here too.
They do have a Marty report. This is everything about the car.
So I'm gonna be in the house.
That's huge.
You guys are hungry?
Oh, you want some to eat?
No, I'm good.
She's
No,
got
go ahead
food in
and
there
do
for
it.
us.
Go ahead in if you want.
No, I think I'll go eat. You look
Yeah,
around.
if you guys want anything, I did buy a whole bunch of croissants and
All right, thank you.
and all kinds of stuff from the petition.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
We'll come in and check it out.
You can definitely have some.
That's older than you.
Oh, you know how many people told me that? I got socks older than you. These boots have seen more steps than you. I got it all.
Older than you.
The van's older than me.
I've driven more miles backwards than you have forward.
Fortunately, she does not want to do the starter. She has another guy involved. He might want the car. He wanted the car running. I guess he wasn't a mechanic. So she's gonna talk back with him, see what the plan is, what they want to do. It seems like it's definitely that starter. But either way, it's not my car, so I don't know how far in depth she wants to go. She doesn't want us to take anything apart, just kind of leave as is type of deal. So she's gonna make a phone call to the guy that was interested, and yeah, we'll talk to a couple other people as well. That sticker is definitely original. It looks nice. This car doesn't look like it's ever had a quarter on it or anything. That's mint. That's very nice. It's got the jack and everything with it.
Take one of these bricks gold and put it in the trunk down in the gold bar and so.
More Cougar parts. Couple front bumpers. 2 sets of fenders. They all look pretty damn clean.
Hey, this is your rotisserie.
Is it?
A beam.
Yeah.
That's a beam for your rotisserie.
George is looking for pallets. Tell us about these pallets, George. You're a big pallet guy.
Plastic pallet.
This pallet this is a 1985 model. George bought brand new.
And then there's a pile of them over there.
Yep.
Those are 1990 models.
Limited edition pallets.
Yeah, the blue ones, those are Pepsi pallets. They're blue,
I think that red one's Coca-Cola.
blue for Bluetooth.
There's clusters, dash stuff, radiators. Hey, you got everything. Spare door panels, column. This car is beautiful. But we don't even know what's in here. All these boxes, this is all parts for these cars. You know, everything that goes with it. You can spend a day just going through all this. I know there is a spare motor right here. It's just a block. There's a crankshaft over there. The head's gotta be somewhere. I don't know what this is. It look like just manifolds. What else? There's a lot of stuff here, man.
There is.
Someone...
Incredible amount of parts. I can't believe what we see.
See the stuff out back too?
Yeah, I saw that. All right, guys. So the video did end pretty abruptly. There were some people there that were buying stuff from the garage because everything in there is for sale. People are buying tools, all sorts of stuff. I even bought some stuff. I bought that plasma cutter from last week that I had in the video. I bought that from the garage. I bought a set of Go Jacks, which are really nice. I actually have the S10 on them right now. Jack the truck right up and I can move it around the garage. That'll help because, I mean, this garage isn't the biggest, so any little bit of space, anything to move stuff around does help quite a bit. I also got a blast vac, which is going to help me out quite a bit. It's a sandblasting vacuum. At first, I didn't really know what it was, but most people use it to like strip down body panels. If you're doing the floor of a car, even a frame if you want to, you can do that in the garage. As you're sandblasting, it recirculates it back into the sandblaster. So it's nice you can do it indoors if you want to and not make a ton of a mess. And then you could also use it as a pressure pot, sandblast, whatever you want. Anyways, not important. With that stuff being said, that car, like I mentioned in the video a few times, the car and the parts are all for sale. It's very sad to see everything go, but you guys know you can't have it all. And especially that car sitting around, it's worth more to somebody to put it together and love the car, enjoy the car, than it is for it to sit. That car can be negotiated many different ways, I'm sure. No, they would like the car to stay with all the parts. So if you buy this car, it comes with all those NOS parts. The price you pay for the car, the parts are probably worth double, if not more than that. NOS parts are extremely tough to come by. And if you're one of those people that know what you're looking for, you know what it's worth. We could have spent a whole nother day just going through all those boxes of parts that come with that car. But we didn't have that kind of timeline. You do what you can with the time you have. If anybody wants that car, wants more information about it, you can contact me through my email. I'll put that in the description. If you're serious and you really want that car, send me an email. I will forward that straight to the owner of the car and we'll go from there. Set up a time, check everything out, whatever. I can go do a whole nother video if you want, just going through the parts, you know, whatever makes it easier and can help sell the car. With that being said, I would like to take the time and say thank you, Samantha and George, for allowing me to go in there and shoot this video. Unfortunately, Mark's not with us. I know, judging by that garage, he seemed like he would have been an excellent guy to talk to, and he was a meticulous mechanic. The parts, the tools, the shop setup, when Mark did something, he did it right the first time, and you can tell that. So, Mark, rest in peace. I'm sure us being in there would have made Mark happy, especially seeing this video. This would have made a world of a difference because this displays his lifelong love of Mercury Cougars. Everyone has their own niche, and this was his. As usual, guys, I'd like to say thank you for watching DeRosa Driven. There's a lot going on right now. We got the Camaro, the S10, the Mustang, that's going to be sleeping for a while, but we have a lot going on, and there's a lot of content that's coming. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, sharing them. Everybody that watched, seriously, I really want to say thank you. As usual, guys, I will catch you on the next one.